Have you ever wondered if you're a highly sensitive person, also known as an HSP? Most HSPs don't even know that they are HSPs, while others can't really comprehend what it means to be a highly sensitive person. They're often misunderstood and seen as too sensitive or too intense or too emotional by those around them. Because of this, HSPs can seem difficult to get to know and grow closer to. With that said, here are 8 things highly sensitive people often do that make them difficult to love. 1. Picking up on every emotion. Isn't emotional compatibility one of the key components of dating? But being an HSP, you take it to a whole new level. You're quick to absorb your partner's emotional states, whether good or bad. You empathize with them and experience their feelings as your own. It's hard for you to remain calm when your partner is anxious. Sometimes they're left with no other choice but to keep their distance from you, especially when they're angry or irritable, to keep their mood from rubbing off on you as well. 2. Perceiving every little detail. HSPs are incredibly adept to reading faces and body language, and so you have a tendency to fixate on it no matter how many times you're told it didn't mean anything. Whether it's a slight change in the tone of a voice or a shift in facial expressions, you pay extra attention to what those around you do, and it causes you to take things too seriously sometimes. As a result, your partner has to constantly be cautious of their behavior around you to prevent you from overthinking too much. 3. Being able to catch lies. You might think that honesty is integral to every strong and healthy relationship, and you'd be right, but when it comes to dating you, sometimes it can be off-putting to know they can't ever hide anything from you. You're able to see every chip in others' armor, so people who have something to hide may feel uncomfortable sharing too much to you because they might feel exposed. 4. Taking things too slow. Maybe you've never been in a serious relationship before, or maybe you're still not completely over your last failed romance. Whatever the reason may be, most HSPs like to take things slow with their partners, especially at the beginning. This can often make you seem hesitant or guarded when you first start dating. As a result, there might be times when they start to wonder if you even return their feelings at all. So it's not easy to love an HSP, especially for those who want something serious right away. 5. Getting overwhelmed too easily. Do you dislike lots of commotion or noise or crowded places? Are you exhausted by too much activity or social interaction? If so, this means that you're not the type to go out and party a lot and find it almost strenuous as it gets too overwhelming for you. So those looking for a partner who's adventurous and always outgoing will likely feel frustrated when they date an HSP. But you don't have to change who you are to fit in. Find someone who's understanding of your needs and preferences. 6. Needing too much space. Any highly sensitive person, whether introverts or extroverts, always needs some time alone to decompress at the end of every day. You can't handle being so stimulated for long periods of time, and thus need to be alone with your thoughts and feelings without any disruption. You need your partner to respect your boundaries and to understand when you disappear at times without so much as a call or text for days on end, it's to clear your head, not to avoid them. However, people who don't truly understand why you do so can feel unwanted or uncared for. 7. Being too conflict averse. No one likes conflict, of course, but being an HSP, you're obviously against it. You dislike having to take sides and feeling the tension of unspoken anger between people. So you avoid any possible conflicts at all costs. You're quick to agree and go along with other people, even if you don't really want to. And you're careful never to voice any criticism or differing opinions that you might have. You may not speak your mind. Instead, you bottle up all the anger, resentment, and hurt that you feel. You tend to overlook the positive change that conflict can sometimes bring, especially when it's dealt with constructively. And because of this, as an HSP, you can seem too compliant, submissive, and disingenuine. 8. Neglecting your own self-care. Being an HSP, you're very guilty of not taking good care of yourself. Your empathetic and compassionate nature compels you to put others' needs ahead of your own. You make everyone else's problems your problem, and you struggle with taking time out for your own self. If we're not aware, it can get tiresome for your partner to constantly be worried about your well-being. HSPs are caring, thoughtful, and sensitive to a fault. You need more care and attention to really flourish and feel comfortable in a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic. But once you do, it will undoubtedly be one of the most rewarding and heartfelt relationships your partner will ever experience. Did you relate to any of the listings in this video? Have you observed these traits in those around you? Do let us know in the comments below. Also, share this video with those you think might benefit from it.